working to drive in the real world experiences. Loneliness is a real problem. It has very profound physical and mental effects, and it's a growing problem.
So we came into this weekend wanting to investigate this problem on our own. At the beginning of the weekend, we talked to 8 individuals about their relationship with technology, and we asked them open-ended questions about how they use their technology and how they use social media. What we found validated a lot of the research findings we had already done, which is that people hate spending so much time on social media. They find themselves doom scrolling, and they express a desire to get offline and really just connect with their friends again in the real world. We also backed this up with some quantitative research. We sent out a survey, and we got 62 responses. Roughly 30% of respondents expressed being dissatisfied with the amount of in-person interaction they have with their friends. And this actually matches perfectly with a study that was just published on psychiatry.org that shows about 1 in 3 Americans feel lonely every week. Because we had enough survey responses, we were actually able to segment our data down from the 62 into the specific people that actually experienced this problem. And we were able to investigate why aren't they spending more time with their friends. There are many reasons that people aren't spending more time with their friends, including being busy, but one of the surprising ones was actually just the simple logistics of coordinating times and places to meet. People are busy, and it's hard to find a time amongst all the schedules to actually get together and catch up. So 53% said that they would find a tool that helps them connect more in person to be extremely valuable or very valuable, with 0% stating that it would not be valuable at all. We then followed up with some more in-person user research and talked to got some more qualitative after the quad. So we talked to Wesley, and he said in his own words, "Organizing activities with my friends is the bane of my existence." His words, not mine. And Wesley is kind of an example of who might be our target demographic. He's a millennial who's very digitally connected. He's in a few group chats with Discord that he has 5 or 6 friends in, and he often finds that the responsibility falls on his shoulders to organize events, and it's just stressful for him, often resulting in him just not meeting with his friends. So, given all of that, we put our heads together and we came up with IRL. IRL is the anti-technology technology. It is the app that's designed for you to get off your phone and into the real world. So let's say, Jen, you wanted to meet with Emily and Derek. Super simple. All you have to do, Jen, is you get onto the app, you select your friends, and it'll coordinate your schedules, confirm your schedules with you, and then it'll give you a Tinder-like experience where you can swipe right or left on certain activities or locations where you can meet up. After everyone's inputted their preferences, basically the app will take care of everything else, and you 3, condado. I guess I'll see you next year in October. Hopefully not that far. So we want this to be super frictionless to use. Nobody wants to download another app. So we want to make this so that anyone who has a phone number can be connected to this experience. So any friends in your contacts, you can just invite them. The app will send an SMS message to them with a link, and then they can use this whole experience without having to log in or do anything. We're a team of software developers, and what we built this weekend is we integrated with Twilio for phone message providing, as well as OpenAI for some language processing, and we set up the backend infrastructure to help us move forward with a prototype if we wanted after this weekend.
So research shows that restaurants use 3 to 6% of their sales towards marketing, and that's what we want to target for our revenue stream. We want to partner with restaurants, local businesses. We want to try to get discounts for our users from our partners. We are a purpose-driven brand. We focus on meaningful and real-life connection rather than having people stay on our platform. For user acquisition, we will try to get built-in sharing functionality, local influencers, partnerships, and Discord communities.
So who exactly are we targeting? Like we said, you can kind of imagine Wesley, you guys know him, but also just young adults and millennials, people with busy schedules, people who want to be more connected online, maybe are interested in discovering new places in their city, and maybe people who live alone and struggle with mental health because of a lack of connection. On the restaurants and events side of things, we want to talk to local restaurants and event organizers who are already spending money on trying to bring more people into their venues so that we can understand, so we can hopefully be someone who helps them do that. In terms of the competitive landscape, there's a lot of scheduling tools out there, but we didn't find any scheduling tools specifically focused on the social space, specifically focused on the space of private social interactions between you and your own group of friends. I think it'd be a little bit awkward to send somebody a Calendly link, so this is to help bridge that gap. So we still have a lot to validate. This is just an idea. We need to understand what's really the demand for something like this. Who is the person who would most need this? Will this actually make it easier to connect and will it fit into people's lives? On the restaurants and events side of things,
Times. Go ahead and finish
Oh.
up real quickly.
sure. Restaurant event side of things, we need to talk to people who would potentially use this, understand their spending habits, and then our ask is we want $2,500 to run some studies, market research and surveys.